Let's move on to the cave. It must be up here somewhere. Keep going, everyone.
You come across a very, very small, very basic, rough camp. There's like what looks like a canteen, a little stove, some cooking bits, and it's right next to what is a waterfall coming out of a cave mouth, which must be, 15 feet up in the rocks.
Okay.
And like the water is like really like torrenting down from this like cave mouth.
Are there any signs of explosions or dynamite around? Do we see any like?
You would probably guess that the dynamite has been used here. Just from like the broken shards of rock that don't look weathered at all, that now litter the nearby area and protrude from the river itself.
Hey, Henry, is this where you blow up with the dynamite?
Oh, Abigail! She calls to me! Take me to her!
You're fucking crazy, dude, alright.
How are we gonna get him up there?
Hey, don't worry, I literally packed 20 foot of rope.
Nice!
Wait, do we really want to fucking winch him up into the...
Why
Just leave him in the wheelbarrow. He's not going anywhere. What's he going to do?
We might need his help. He might know something.
That man is
How are we
helping
gonna get up
And
to
he
the
might get better.
cave mouth?
I say just fucking
Does
dip
there
it.
seem to be a way to climb up? Or
You could climb the rocks, but you'll have to climb straight through the water to get up there.
I'm not going in that water, gentlemen.
How about we test the water with our friend Mr. Rhodes?
He is also the gentleman we came here to save, so perhaps using him as a guinea pig, a guiney pig! All those animals around, we must be able to find a guinea pig in there somewhere. Put one on the end of a stick, poke it in the water.
Some of the animals that followed you, there's like a vole, a rat, a mouse, a
Seamus,
weasel, but there's no
get that
guinea
vole.
pigs.
You're an expert rat catcher, as I
We were talking about that rat you caught last night all day.
See, that time I flew into floorboards. I don't want to fly into a river of fucking creepy shit instead.
What have we got? We've got anything on us other than Henry that we could poke in the water? I'm not going in it, I'll tell you that much. We've seen naught but ill come from that water. The idea that we might wade through it like some kind of deranged explorers.
Can I take a look at the kind of like the pack that is in the camp that was stood next to you and just see if there's like anything that Henry's forgotten he's left that may help us kind of get up there?
Rummaging through there's some empty cans, some tins of food. It looks like someone had been staying here in the roughest possible way. And there is also a half-covered crate of dynamite. There must be, 7 or 8 sticks left in here. They're in like a sort of waterproof satchel, but that's been left open and just they've been getting spattered by just being near a waterfall. And so they're all like a little bit damp, but there's half a box left of it.
Hey, Donnie, don't play around with that stuff. You'll get your fingers blown.
Hey, look at me! I'm like juggling with
So we don't think this dynamite would work if we were to light it. It was not.
You reckon it'd be hard to light, but you reckon it probably does.
Wait, what the fuck are we going to do with it anyway?
We don't know what's in that cave, Donald.
True. Wait, my name's fucking Donnie, not Donald.
Short for Donald.
Okay, let's see if we can rig a rope up and climb up to this cave. Is there a way we can like loop it around a tree branch and like?
With only 20 feet, it's not enough. This thing's 15 feet high. Someone could probably go up, a nimble climber, and lower a rope down, and everyone could climb up that. But getting up here without getting wet is going to be
Donnie,
That looks like a job for you, Mr. Steed.
this gammy leg of mine.
I've climbed a lot of
Hey,
rigging
come on.
in
Hey,
my
Mr.
time.
Steele, come on,
the
put your
ships,
fucking back
on
in
the
it.
docks.
Yeah, you should be jolly good at climbing, actually.
You confident in this,
Seamus.
I can climb out there. Wait, no, through the water. Fuck you.
No, I thought we were going up a tree.
No.
Through the water.
You
So
have to go
the
through
only
water.
way is through the water.
There is another
Unfortunately,
option. Why don't we build a little bonfire out of like kindling and shite? Put the dynamite at the bottom. It'll probably go eventually. Light it and go.
What are we going to blast?
The cave.
So he was trying to blast his way into this cave.
Correct.
It's worth a shot.
He wants to get into the cave.
Oh, he wasn't trying to seal it.
He was trying to get in.
He opened the cave. He's the reason why the river is flowing down this way now.
Hey,
He unlocked
Henry,
Mother.
did you blow this open? Did you blow this cave open?
I did. Now Abigail's stuck inside.
Is that why all the water's fucking flowing down?
This was Dry Creek. Dry Creek. So the water started flowing down, Or maybe, I mean, it obviously hadn't always been, otherwise that wouldn't be called Dry Creek.
But it must have been a creek maybe.
Or was it dry because of the dam that those lads built?
It was wet when the Sikarat tribe lived here with the supernatural powers from the cave.
So the cave was blasted or collapsed or something. The river stopped.
Ezekiel Cade!
Who's Ezekiel? Tell us about Ezekiel Cade. The Cade settlement, the colonial settlement.
Cade sealed the cave.
Cade sealed the cave, and now that it's been unopened, the Cromaties have dammed it up and are using the infernal water to grow their dastardly crops and poison the town.
I need to get to Abigail.
Fuck Abigail. I'm fucking tired of hearing about
How
that
long ago
wench.
did you blast the cave?
A long time. I don't know how
If
long.
Abigail's been in there all this time, she's probably dead, Henry.
I can hear her. She's the mother.
So maybe
she's the mother.
she's gone into the cave, she's been possessed by some frightful thing, and now the water that's flowing around her is carrying that corruption out into the countryside. We've got to go in there and end this.
We've got to go in there,
We seal the cave, it's just a matter of time before someone else opens
Exactly. Right. Who's good with explosives?
Oh my god. Okay, listen. We need to seal the cave with explosives. Okay?
If we don't find out what's in this cave and get to the bottom of it and solve it once and
We
for
need
all.
to check if Abigail is actually in there. She might be like Henry. Just a bit messed up.
What happened to Abigail?
Abigail.
Don't worry about that. He won't get any.
Became the mother.
How did she become the mother?
Don't ask these questions, Johnny. It's just gonna lead us down a
We have to
strange.
get in there.
Hey, how?
The Carmody's, they store their money in there.
They stole that money.
All their money. Their money's in the cave.
Can we check if that's
Where's
a
this
lie?
fucking rope, man? I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna fucking climb this shit. Where's the fucking money?
Like, is there any way we can?
Give me a psychology roll.
Okay, I'm actually not bad at that. Well, I'm pretty bad, but I'm better than awful. 10, made it.
It's hard to read this guy's expressions or things, even though you've known him for years, because he's a crazy fucking mutant guy.
Yeah.
He seems very desperate to get into the cave.
See, I'm worried that he's trying to, while we're arguing amongst ourselves, come away from the music. While we're arguing amongst ourselves, he's thinking of a way to get us into that cave. Now, who knows? Why did the Cromaties tie him up?
Hey, look.
Why did the Cromaties tie you up, Henry?
When you turn back, because he goes shimmied away, he is scrabbling at the rocks and he is just in the water, pouring down on him, trying to climb. Abigail!
What's the water doing to him?
Making him wet, like really super wet.
That is normal for water. Let's wait and see what the water does to him.
We set up camp.
Let's litmus test with him.
He's climbing. It's like a hard climb, like through the torrent, but he makes it to the top and he just bam disappears.
Oh shit!
Alright,
We might have blown it, lads.
let's go.
What, are you going to get in the water?
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing.
Yeah, I'm with
Put my
Donnie.
shotgun on my back and let's go.
Boom, splish, sploosh, splosh.
Do you want to climb, bro?
Yeah, give me like a climb roll. Who's Captain Climb?
19.
19.
Very nice.
Once I get to the top, can I start lowering my rope?
Yeah, you can tie the rope onto a thing and lower it down.
I just tie it around my body and stand off to the side in the water and just kind of like lower it down.
Well, there's some like
And then stuff
stalactites and
rocks.
stalagmites around here. Like this is like an old.
Right, boys, hey,
old
go up the
cave.
rope. Let's do it.
Very well. Against my better judgment, I shall get wet.
Can I get constitution rolls from all of you?
Jesus, wept.
This everyone's going to be 10.
7.
Just speed up.
Nailed it.
Holy shit! Okay, bam.
Oh,
Fucking
13.
fizzle.
Oh, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Wow.
93.
93.
Ouch.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, don't worry.
79. By the way, I can't wait to find out at the end of these adventures how we should have done it. I always enjoy that.
Can you take 8 points off your appearance? When you hit the top, like your skin is looking bloated. It's got this like sheen to it, this wetness. Although, what was your appearance to start off with?
60.
He was pretty attractive.
60. What's yours?
40.
Yeah, so even with this, he's still pretty.
Jesus, you didn't look as bad as me there, Seamus. Fucking hell.
And Lewis, can you give me a sanity check?
Aye. That's a success. 34. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay, you lose 1 sanity. You
As John Steele climbs the waterfall, he suddenly is reminded of a time in the trenches where the rain was coming down. everywhere, waist high in water, with his friends blown up around him. And suddenly he's at the top, looking into the eyes of Donnie, just thinking, this young boy, so young, so...
As you look into the eyes of Donnie,
It just cuts right over you.
in just the back of your mind, it's almost like you can feel like you are looking out of Donnie's eyes at the same time.
Whoa.
You can
Are you right there, John? Hey.
Sorry for a moment there.
Hey, John. Hey.
Donnie.
Hey. You right, bro?
I'm good.
Hey, let's fucking do it. Hey, let's get Moti Boy up here and let's fucking go.
Fuck you.
Okay, yeah, the cave is narrow and winding as it like kind of retreats back. And there is a vague, from up ahead where it kind of like twists around a corner, a vague like phosphorescent glow coming as well.
Any sign of Rhodes?
You can hear him wailing in the distance.
Good God.
Not.
Henry! I'll call after him.
It doesn't change. You could just hear like a Abigail.
Well, let's follow him, quick.
Let's go look to
Get after him.
Let's go.
So as you kind of like head forward, there's like a narrow sort of like crack that you're gonna have to squeeze through. It's really, really super tight, and water is like pouring through it, at least waist height. But you managed to like get yourselves through there. Did you bring the dynamite with you? Just
Yep,
so you know?
in the waterproof bag.
Bam. So yeah, but that's like real hard work to fit through this thing. And as you start going forward, this phosphorescent light just seems to be on the walls, and it seems to get brighter and brighter further along. And you can notice that there are these like tendrils running along the walls. The walls are kind of like slick and slimy. As these things kind of like splay out, you can start seeing like there's like bigger shapes in there, and you go past something that looks a lot like a distorted, overgrown human kidney growing off of one of these long tendrils that is like wrapping along the walls. Yeah, shit.
I'll tell these chaps what I saw and... Oh, God. It's gone green.
Fuck.
Oh my god. These dank caves.
It's too dank.
You guys really time
dang.
I'll make a dank check.
We were digging the tunnels under.
I've got credit rating. It's very
I've got
good.
credit rating.
Credit rating is a good thing to have.
Yep, 50.
Oh, fuck, I'm at 0.
In fact, that and shooting are my two best things. And using a library. If you need me to read a book, shoot a gun, or borrow money, I'm the fellow.
So you guys are going forward, and you can hear voices now. You can hear Henry shouting and calling to a mixture of Abigail, Mother, I'm sorry. But you can hear voices replying to him now.
Voices.
Yeah.
Well, let's go stealthily here, chaps.
Get my gun out and ready to aim.
Same.
Cool. Make me a sneaky stealth roll.
Okay. Who's leading the way?
I'm
Yeah.
shit at
So
that.
this is narrow, like a single person
50.
can go down.
No.
Well, you said sneak.
Can we show the camera your
Sneaky
picture
sneak.
of fucking Henry Rhodes?
Oh, fucking Henry! Oh, I like him.
Abigail! Is that what that's what I imagined him to look like.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Although you gave him too many hands.
Yeah, he's got...
You
Well,
cut
no,
them.
it grew back. After we cut it off, remember?
As a chickens.
Also, that was just before we cut his hand off in rescuing
That's a
him.
sneaky stealth
Yeah,
roll.
boom.
You rolled a
Sneaky
3.
Sneaky stealth. 3
Okay,
again.
you sneak along and winding through these like cracks where the water is just pouring along. The vines and tendrils are getting thicker. There are wiggly little white worms sticking out of everything now. You make it through into a vast kind of opening, a huge cavernous room, maybe 50, 60 feet across. And there's a giant lagoon in the middle of it, just where water is kind of like pouring from this lagoon. And you can see Henry Rhodes, he's kind of waist deep, calling up to this creature. I need sanity checks from all of you.
Jesus.
Prepare to have minds blown.
No.
No? Okay, right, well, This is a big one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you roll your own thing. So you lose D20 sanity.
Oh, Jesus.
I passed.
You lose if anyone who passes loses D6.
Oh, my God.
And prepare for
Oh, fuck, I failed.
Me and Donnie have lost it. Here we go.
Hey, you're fucking going!
3!
3. Holy shit.
Fucking as much as shit.
3.
Get ready.
The sign of the devil. I'm going to use Nats 20 here, guaranteed.
11. Okay, right. You're going to fucking lose it. I'm going to use. Do you want to roll the special?
Oh my God, it's a special crazy
The
dice.
special sanity
Get the crazy
dice.
dice on me. Here we go.
It's got words on
I'm
it.
fucking doing it, Mom!
Babbling.
Babbling. Brrr.
Babbling.
Fucking bibbidi bop bop boop.
Scat man.
His scat career begins here.
Donnie seems fine.
Donnie.
You're the first one going through into this room, and it like this
drop my
sight
gun and-
breaks you.
Spaghetti.
I just burst out laughing.
Okay.
Hold it together, Donnie. Donnie, shh.
Babbling basically means that
You're going
You're talking
for,
gibberish.
like D10 rounds, you are going to be babbling 8 rounds. You are basically you can't do anything.
You're just
I
going
can't- I can't do anything, I can't
so.
talk.
You are just
Gosh.
incoherent.
Johnny, step out of
Donnie,
there.
don't worry. Calm down, quiet down.
You look up, and this creature is half stuck to the wall, but part of it bulges down into the lagoon below. This thing is just tentacles and tendrils that are stuck to the walls, rolling around. It must have 20 to 30 faces. Almost all of them are Abigail Rhodes.
Oh my
and
God.
These things are, half of them are weeping and crying for her to be killed. Some are looking around lustfully, sneering their teeth, and some are just vomiting out just water into this lagoon. Some are laughing, they're crying, and they're talking to Henry Rhodes. Its gigantic sort of bulbous stomach goes down into the lagoon, and you can see within that there are like several kind of car-sized creatures in sort of an embryonic state, just floating around, and you are sure that one of them opens its eye just a fraction and looks at you.
Get the dynamite. Get the dynamite. My God, we got to kill this thing, right?
So what are we going to do? Just like throw dynamite at his face, or?
I think what we need to do is we need to plant the dynamite at the base of this creature's rock that it's on, and maybe we can smush it. Or we could just blast this whole cave, but if we did that, we'd need a lot more dynamite to bring about some kind of cave collapse. Are we just having this conversation while this is all going on?
Well, you're hiding behind some stalactites, I
I see.
assume.
we
Some
stealth
stalagmites.
We need to bring down the roof of the cave and crush the creature.
This is terrible. Maybe we should distract it and try and engage it in conversation somehow.
That's right. Maybe just
Which one are you going to talk to? Yeah, just go and start a conversation.
It doesn't look like it's terrifying, but it doesn't look aggressive.
Or all of a sudden, at the moment you say that, a tentacle kind of like rises up out of the pool, lifting Henry Rhodes with it, and kind of like just presses him against its like mass of faces. And within like seconds, his flesh is now merged with its flesh. And he lets out a piercing scream, a gurgle, and then Henry Rhodes has just disappeared.
Okay, I think I've seen enough.